everyone, and welcome to part 2 of Let's Build a Cliffside House. So first of all, thank you all so much for all the support on the last part. It made me so happy to see that so many of you were excited for the series and were excited to see The Sims 3 on this channel again, and I'm also just really looking forward to seeing how this build turns out. I'm just really enjoying this so far. But the first thing I actually wanted to take care of in this part was fixing up the layout of the house a little bit because it is a bit awkward, definitely needs some adjusting, and a few of you left some comments with some really good ideas for making it a bit better. So first of all, I'm going to get rid of this bathroom down here because a few of you, Skychime658, Techie74, and Rigamorous Chan pointed out that I cut off access to the second bedroom back here by adding this bathroom in, so whoops, we definitely cannot have that. And then Craft and Mrs. Manhattan's brought up that it would probably look better if instead of doing this weird, having this room be rectangle cutting to this room, that it would just be better if I made this wall diagonal. So we'll go ahead and fix that. That looks a lot better. And a few of you also had ideas for what to do with this room. So Brexy V suggested that it could be a sunroom. So yeah, that could be a possibility for it. But something I did actually want to do first before we get to that was what I was thinking we could do to make the layout a little bit better is instead of having 4 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms or some other kind of miscellaneous room down here, that perhaps what I could do is take this bedroom and actually just use it as the bathroom. So that way the bathrooms would be a little bit close together. I feel like that makes a little bit more sense than what I did before, which was basically just shoving things in where they fit, because that didn't really work that well. So we could split this and basically make this area, like this could be the master bathroom, and then this could be the hall bathroom. So that way you don't have this awkward 3x3 square cut into the master bathroom. So it's just a nice rectangular shape, and then the bathroom's off to the side here. We could also do something else to the shape, like to make this a little bit bigger and just make this part of this bathroom. So maybe as you walk in, you have the sinks off to the side here. But then that does take away some space from this bathroom. So I think it may be better to actually just keep it this shape, because that should be fine. Because we can do this kind of a deal and have a shower tub combo right in here. And that should still leave us enough space to have a toilet and a sink. Because you could stick like sinks here, toilet here, or sink here and the toilet here, or something like that. Like we can work with that, but we'll get rid of that wall for now. So that means that now we have 3 bedrooms down here. I guess 2 if we want to turn this into something else, like a study as I was talking about last time. But I'm kind of thinking that maybe it would be better to keep the house the standard 3-bedroom house, because that kind of works well if you want to play with families. So I think we'll go with that. And then also the plum dot and Ben suggested that I make this a garage, which I thought was a really cool idea. But then I was messing around with this a little bit before I started the part, just because I didn't want to spend too much time on it and find out it wouldn't work. But yeah, unfortunately the problem with that is these garage spots actually take up a lot of space. So basically, if you want to actually properly fit this in and be able to park a car in here, it'll cut into the house a lot. So it's gonna have to, the wall's gonna have to come out to like about here, I think it was, and then cut over like that. So it's just gonna cut into the basement so much and make it, make the spaces even more awkward than they already are. So unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna work, even though when I first read those comments, I thought that was a really cool idea. But we could still have like a parking pad or a detached garage or a carport or something like that up here, because I think this would be a really good spot for that kind of a thing. So yeah, I'm leaning towards keeping this as 3 bedrooms. And I think I am just going to keep the bedrooms down here, because a few of you brought up sticking the bedrooms or some of the bedrooms upstairs. But personally, for now, I like the idea of keeping this just living area and then this bedrooms, and then we can have like a kind of an office space right in here. But I may end up tweaking that a little bit once we get into the furnishing, because sometimes you find out that things don't fit into the space as well as you think they will. So for now, we're just going to keep it like this and just kind of see what happens as we go on. I was just thinking maybe we should put one of these windsurfers or something like that, or maybe even a boat in, like if we do end up making a garage space over here, like we could put a windsurfer or a boat in here, because I'm pretty sure they can actually use boats and such out on this water in here. Yeah, I think that would go really well with this house being near the water like that. But that's going to be all that I do in the inside. So yeah, for the rest of the part, we're just going to focus on the outside. And my goals for this part are to get the wallpaper on the outside of the house figured out, and also put in the windows and doors on the outside, and then hopefully start on the landscaping. So it'll be a while before we get back to the interior and actually finish that up. So I'm sure we'll do some more tweaking of everything once we get to that point. But for the wallpaper, I wanted to try to go with something close to what the house from that picture I showed in the last part had. I'll just put that on screen again so you can see what I'm talking about. But that had a mix of like a stone tile type wallpaper, not wallpaper, but stone type tile on the outside of the house mixed with like a thin wood siding. And I'm not sure that we're gonna have an actual siding that really works, but since we do have all the patterns in the world, what we can do is just use like a regular wood pattern like you would for a floor and then just color it how we want, because I'm pretty sure none of these are gonna work. I mean, they work, but I want something thinner than this. So we're just gonna go ahead and grab, let's use, no, not that. I want something that's just plain paint. Yes, this is what I want. And then we'll use the handy dandy pattern tool, which I have missed dearly in The Sims 4 at times, and just go ahead and figure out a pattern. So I think we got something in wood like this. Perfect. Yes, this is exactly what I want. And I think even that pattern on this, like the kind of roughness of the wood works really well, but I want to make it a little bit more of an orangish color. I think a little darker than that. Like that could actually work pretty well. Like I think that kind of, let's see how that looks. I think that might actually be pretty good. All right, so to start with, I'm just going to cover everything with it. And then we'll just kind of go back and refine a little bit. Not sure what I'm going to do for the foundation. Like if we should do something different with the foundation or just leave it like that. I don't know. We'll stick it all over for now and then just figure it out. I mean, I kind of like the idea of just having the wood, like having whatever wallpaper it is all the way down rather than doing something different for the foundation. Especially since some of it like this is just all the way out of the ground. Although this I just think maybe we should do kind of like what we did around the front where this comes out one tile here. And then we can just flatten this. So that way we can do the stone on the side of this and then have the wood in the front. I think that'll look a little bit better than just having the wood everywhere on this. But I feel like this looks pretty good. I like it. I think it'll look better once we mix in the stone. So we might actually have a stone type wallpaper that works pretty well. Like there's these ones that came with late night that, oh yeah, that actually works pretty well. Although I want to find one without the vertical lines in it. Why isn't alt? Were you not able to hit? Because I know in The Sims 4, like you could hit alt. Oh, this is perfect. I could have sworn you could pick alt to just put the paint on one stretchable. Maybe I'm mistaking something, but I could have sworn you could do that in the past. Well, let's see how it looks if... Hold on, no, I did not want to make that change. I think I want to make it a little bit more of a bluish kind of stone. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too blue. Yeah, just like more of a grayish, like a cooler gray than a warmer gray, if that makes any sense. Let's see how this looks. I think that actually looks pretty good. Let's see how that looks. Okay, no, I think that's... I think how we had it before was fine. Yeah, I think that's good. Alright, so I guess we just have to manually place it everywhere then. Whoops. Alright, yeah, just realized I forgot to put the wood here. Alright, so we'll just get that here, and then I think this will look really nice once we get some more modern windows in here, and then also help to break up all the wood. Alright, so here's what it looks like with all the stone in place. It looks a little bit awkward now, but I think it'll come together more once we get the windows and everything in, but just wanted to go ahead and stick the same stone pattern on this here just to make that blend in a little bit more. And I'm thinking for the decks we'll go with kind of like a stone tile. It looks like that's what they have on it from the picture. So I think keeping with that would look good. I wonder if there is like a similar kind of flooring from Late Night that match. I think that's Late Night Icon. What did they... Oh, I think this works. Can we... Okay, no, I can't make it go diagonal, unfortunately. But I think that could work. Let's try copying the colors over to here. Okay, let's not copy the whole pattern. Let's just copy the color instead. So I guess we'll try putting that. Okay, yeah, that works. And then we just gotta go back to this and then just drag that all the way down. Although I think that might be for... Oh, you know what? Actually doing that and making this a little bit darker would probably look good. Actually, no, that might have been too dark. Okay, yeah, let's see how this looks. I mean, it could also be good to go with... Or even... Oh, you know what? I think this is actually gonna look better. Yeah, there's just something about that I wasn't really liking. Okay, so we'll try copying this over here. And then that should hopefully look a little bit better. Alright, yeah, I think that does. Let me... Hold on, let's... Why is it not... Usually when you do that, it gets rid of all of the grid. Ah, there we go. Do we have... I forget. Do we have a coloring for the grout? Okay, I think this is for the grout. Okay, that looks a lot better. So we'll see how that still looks once we get everything on. We can put it up there too. Or perhaps up there, what we should do is just go with like a flat flooring. I think this carpet will work. So instead of having like the grout in it, we'll just have it be all one flat thing. I think that'll look a little bit better for the roof. Yeah, that works a bit better. And then we can get some kind of border for it, make it look a little bit better. But I think just changing the tile like that helped. Although, now I'm thinking about it, perhaps instead of having that be the exact same shade, we should darken it a little bit, or even lighten it. I kind of like how that looks. Was that a... Okay, so that's actually a little bit lighter, but I think that may actually look better. So you want to pick out a nice, more modern front door. Do you want to go... That actually looks kind of cool. But I want to go with something a little bit taller, like maybe something that'll actually take up the whole wall height. Like, that looks pretty cool. That's store content, I believe, so I'm not sure if I should use that or not. But it does look really cool. Or we have this. That might also work. Let's get rid of that and try this instead. Yeah, I think I like the look of this. Probably it's better to use something that's not from a store set. So let's try to grab the matching window that goes with this. I think this would be it. I mean, either way it works. And then we, of course, have the option to change the color to whatever we want. So I think what I'm going to do is take the same shade of brown that we used on the wood here and just make it a slight bit darker. So it kind of goes with it, but doesn't look exactly the same. And I think some of this is going to be for the... I think you can pick different color for the outside than for the inside. So let's, I think that, okay, that's on the outside. Hold on a minute. Okay, no, that was for the inside. Yeah, because I don't know if I want the inside to be the same color. So we'll just stick that back there and then change this. Okay, works. I know what, I kind of liked the lighter wood on the inside of it. So we should lighten that a little bit actually. And darken this a little bit more. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, then this does just two options. Okay, so that changes the outside, and we'll have to change the inside to white later on. Like, I'll probably make the windows white on the inside, but I think that's a thing we'll deal with while we're onto the interior. And I want to do a sort of asymmetrical thing that they did, where they just had the window on the one side, and then, you know, like, it wasn't like windows all the way across. I think that looks kind of cool. And then there's also this awning type deal with fencing like this. So I wanted to put that in. And then I think that we'll make this black to match the roof. And then we'll just copy that over to there. I know there were the see-through roofs from, or like the clear tiles from Into the Future that would probably look better than doing this, but the problem is I don't have Into the Future installed right now because I bought it with a separate Origin account than like the one I like have Island Paradise installed on, which is like the latest expansion I have in right now. Because for whatever reason, I used a really old Origin account to buy Into the Future, and I don't remember the password for it, and then I don't remember the password for the email that was attached to it. So I had to figure that all out in order to reinstall Into the Future. But I do need to do that. Do you want to just use... I kind of like the idea of just using like regular sliding glass doors like that. I think that works. Alright. Actually, maybe we should have copied this. Oh, hold on. There we go. And down here, I think instead of... we could use... no, I think it'd be better if we use this instead. Yeah, so grab that. Okay, that doesn't look very good. Well, we could do like an asymmetrical thing. Have that over here, and then I believe there were double tile wide. Okay, no, never mind. I could have sworn there was like a 2 tile wide one instead of just like the 3 tile wide. Or I could have sworn there was a 2 tile wide window, but I am not finding it. So we can just use this instead and make the colors match. I mean, at least... I mean, it is a bedroom, so I guess you don't want to have super huge windows off of it. So we'll just go with that. And then right here we're... so I think what I want to do is this was going to be the kitchen. So we probably don't want to go with high windows over on this side of the house because there's bathrooms below and then a kitchen up here. So yeah, I don't really like having floor-to-ceiling windows above kitchen counters. So we'll just do shorter windows on both levels of this side. So after looking around for a while, I finally figured out the window situation. So I didn't want to have floor-to-ceiling windows here because this was where I was planning on putting the kitchen, but I just couldn't find anything that I quite liked. So we'll just work with the kitchen layout and just kind of have it go around that. Like maybe we can have a gap of counters there or something like that. Like we'll figure that out when we get to the interior. And then this was the window I was looking for when I was trying to figure this situation out. So I just stuck that there. So that's looking a lot better, and I think I'm just gonna not have windows in the bathroom because, I mean, they're bathrooms, they don't really need it, and it just was looking kind of weird when I was trying to put windows down there. But for down here, let's go ahead and get some windows along here. How many tiles wide was this? 8? Yeah, so we'll just have 4 of these windows in here, so that way you just get a really nice view across, like, the whole back side of this bedroom. And then I guess it is kind of nice having it come out here because it does kind of act as blinders for if people are like out in this area, so kind of, you know, gives the effect of a little bit more privacy. So coming around here, I wanted to, I noticed with The Sims 3, like sometimes it feels like it just takes a while for the mouse to react to what you're trying to do. I don't know why that is, but we're just gonna do that. And I think we'll have a couple of these. Actually, that doesn't really look good. Okay, maybe instead of using that, we'll just have these wider 3 tile wide ones. Yeah, I think that'll look a little bit better. Oops. Alright, there we go. That was the right way. Although now that's going to make it a little bit harder to figure out where to put the kitchen. Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with the kitchen. Yeah, because that kind of cuts into a lot of the... okay, so perhaps... I think... that actually doesn't really look that good, so I think we'll just put a couple of these on either side. That'll look a little bit better than that. Okay, yeah, that definitely looks better. That also will give us more wall to put some counters up against. And then I wanted to do the kind of like 2-floor window type deal I was talking about. So we'll just put these in. And then have that single tile wide window we use for the front door in between those 2 on the bottom. So that way you get that door walking out of there that I was talking about before. So that's looking a lot nicer. Over here, so this is going to be the living room. So I'm thinking we'll have a TV somewhere along in here. So how many tiles was this? I think this was 8. Yeah, that's 8. So we probably want to have like a 2 tile wide area for a TV. Did I? Okay, yeah, that is right. Yeah, so we'll do that. And then we'll just have like a couple windows on either side. So that way you have this wall space without windows on it where you can put the TV, and then you just have windows on either side of it. I think that'll look really nice. And we can just do the same thing with window placement down here. Alright, I think that's good. And then we can have something over here. You know, now thinking about it, having this looks better than those windows that I stuck over, that window that I stuck over there. So we'll just replace that with 2 of these. And let me make sure that I pick the right color. Or like, I set it the right way. Okay, that looks a lot better. Okay. There we go. It's starting to come together. And then I'm going to do the same window placement over on this side. So let's see how that looks. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Although, how would it look if here in the front we just... Ooh, I like that. Okay, so we'll just have it go all the way across there. And maybe we should just have a window on the other side of the door in here. Okay, yeah, I think it does look better with the window, so never mind. Scratch the asymmetrical thing I was talking about. That does look better. And I suppose we'll just do this instead. Or like, have this come over another tile. Alright, there we go. Actually, I think we need a thicker one up there. Yeah, because I just wanted to put something up. Hold on. No, I want to have some kind of border for up here. So that'll make that look better. And I think we'll just make that in a dark gray. So we'll use kind of like the same shade of gray, but just a bit darker. And we'll see how that looks. Alright, we're done with that. So let's just grab this and see if we can perhaps stick it up here. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we just had to go up another floor. Yeah, so let's just get the grids off and see how that looks. Alright, I'm starting to feel a bit better about this house. Okay, yeah, that is coming together. Although, okay, how would it look if instead of that, because I'm kind of liking just using these smaller windows versus that 2-tile wide window. I think these kind of look a little bit better. Although I'll keep it around the front because that's the only one that really fits in that space. Alright, so just gotta flip these. But I'm thinking that looks a bit better than that other window we had. And then now we just gotta get some railing, and then after that I think I'll just move on to the landscaping. But I like this railing. Yeah, I think it works for this house, and then we'll just have it on top of this area too. And then use the same thing over here. And I think that with the fencing in, the floor tile does look better. So this is what it looks like if we take away the grid. And then this will also look nicer once we actually get some furniture and such on it. But it's starting to come together, and it'll look better as we get landscaping done and all of that. But I'm just gonna go ahead and stick some kind of stone path going from here out. So before we end the part, I'll just do a little bit of landscaping. I don't think I'm really gonna get too much done today because it did take a little bit longer than I had thought it would to figure out the situation with the windows and wallpaper. Okay, let's actually make that a little bit harder. Alright, let's just go down to this level so that we can place this where we want. Alright, so I think what we'll do is, I don't want it to be that wide going all the way out to the street, so I think we'll just kind of have it go in a little bit further up here. Yeah, I think that width is good. Oh, no, wait, I remember from the last time, like, when I used to, like, build in The Sims 3 a lot, that there's this thing, I don't know if anyone else experienced this, where if you undo terrain paint, it can make it so, like, when you click on terrain paints, it'll put down a completely different terrain paint. It's kind of weird, but I remember having that problem a lot in the past. So, unfortunately, I have to, like, it's better to erase rather than undoing. Although I can't remember, like, if that was a problem mainly, or if it was, like, certain terrain paints, or maybe it was, like, I don't think it was just in Starlight Shores. But I just remember experiencing that and it being really annoying, and I didn't quite know where that came from. But I think just softening that will help. Alright, so I think that is actually pretty good. I think that works for this house. I think I'm also just, like, I'm used to the Sims 4 graphics, so, like, the Sims 3 just feels kind of weird to me in a way. Alright, let's see, move objects on, see if they'll let me place this a little closer to the edge of the lot. So I like it right there. Alright, I think that's good. And then I'm just going to turn that off, otherwise it might... actually, no. I think we want to leave that on for when we start placing plants. Oh, and I just realized something else I wanted to do was take away all the floor tile in this space. So that way, like, if you use the camera tool and you set it at this level, and basically, like, if you're using, like, you hit tab and you're kind of, like, getting... you know, like, to get camera angles and stuff like that, you can actually look up and then see all the way through this level, which will look really cool. So it looks like the ceiling, basically it'll look like the ceiling in the entrance area is higher than the rest of the main level, which I just think is, like, a really, nice look. Oh yeah, we should probably get a staircase in here so Sims can actually walk up and down here. Wait, hold on. So we want to hit 3. Okay, I think that works. Yep, that works. And we'll just copy the same stone over here just so it blends in. It looks like it's made of the same thing as this floor tile is. All right, there you go. Yeah, I think this is certainly looking a bit better now that we got that in. Okay, now that we've done that, we can move on to doing a little bit more landscaping. So I wanted to have like some darker terrain paint here, like kind of like mulch like terrain that we would put some plants on. I'm just gonna have that coming from here over a bit right before it really starts to slope down a lot. So we can stick some plants in here and then have some going down the hill. I think that looks really nice. So my plan is to start from here and then kind of go around counterclockwise around the yard and just kind of make my way around the yard, finishing it up. So I don't think we're gonna get much done on this part, but I think we should at least be able to get this little bit right here just to the side of the house finished. Okay, we have to go down to this level to place the terrain paint. And then for the rest of the hill, I'll just stick some paint here and there, like wherever I stick plants. Because I just like sticking terrain paint like this under where I put plants in, just because, I don't know, it feels a little bit more realistic to me. So let's see what flowers and such we had in this game, because it has been a while. Oh, and I also wanted to stick just like some kind of smaller, scragglier tree right in the front here. Like, oh, this is perfect. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. Okay, so we'll stick that little tree there. Yeah, I think that looks nice. Alright, so you can go there. And I want to see what kind of flowers we had. Okay. Oh, that is really pretty. Oh, we could stick one of these like right here. That looks really nice. Yeah, I forgot they had some really nice plants in this game. This could go right here. I was kind of hoping to find some smaller plants we could use. Is this a little bit smaller? I think that works. Yeah, unfortunately, can we change the color? Okay, no, we can't. I was kind of hoping we could. And then in the front here, we'll just stick a few of these smaller plants. Actually, no, I don't like that. I like that. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. And then as we go down the hill, I'm also adding some more like kind of like rocky terrain paint as we go down here, and then a few more plants. So I think we'll add in this. So I think will look nice. Or let's throw in another one of these. I think that'll look a bit better. And then just those two should be good, and then maybe some shrubbery. Like we can just add in, actually let's get rid of this, and then just add in a few of these as you go down the hill. And then another one right here perhaps? I like that. Yeah, it looks so much better once you actually get landscaping in. Alright, so we're gonna go with this one, and then just faintly stick it under here. Hold on, I don't quite like how that placed. No, I just realized I might screw things. I don't know, hopefully it'll be fine. You know what, I'm gonna be ending this part shortly anyway, so if I do accidentally mess it up, so, you know, the whole terrain paint glitch happens, I'm really not gonna have to deal with it for long. And then I just wanted to place down like some faint flowery terrain paint. Just because I always like how that looks. Ooh, no. Let's whatever, I'm just gonna do that. Okay. Alright, I think that's good. And then we'll get some faint dirt in along the hill here. Okay, good. It's actually putting down the right terrain paint. Although I would prefer that it be a little bit... screw it. I'm just gonna undo it. Let's... Oh, hill dirt. Perfect. That's exactly what I want. I don't know. I'm not really liking... Let's... You know what? Let's use a darker one. And then just try putting on a little bit more faintly. I know, sometimes it goes on... It feels like it goes on a little bit fainter when you put it on the larger... Like, the larger brush. That's why I'm doing that. And then let's even get a little bit of rockiness. I think this is like about what we're using there. Okay, yeah, that is looking a bit better. Okay, let's undo that. And then get some dirt to go over top of that. So I think I was using this one. Alright, yeah, that was working. And then we'll just have some dirt here right beside the house. Dirt there as well, because I don't think that would really be grassy. Alright, yeah, I think that's pretty good. And then, like I said, I think we're just going to have a path going around. So I can get that started with that terrain paint that we used near the door. So we'll just... Yeah, it's a little trickier when you have a diagonal like this. But I think we'll just have it go all the way across this. And then it can come like that. Don't know if that's so... That's... Oh, okay, that's starting to go into the hill a bit. Alright, so let's just get rid of that back to here and start the turn sooner. Oh! Oh, no, wait. Hold on. Never mind, we're good. For a minute I thought I was clicking on this and was putting down the wrong thing. I don't know, has anyone else noticed that? Like, I don't know, hopefully I'm not the only one who's noticed that weird terrain paint glitch. But yeah, basically, like, yeah, what it'll do is like you'll click on like, say like a grass terrain paint, and then it'll just put down stone instead. It's really annoying. That's starting to go up the hill, but you know, we can level it and smooth it out some, so it's a little bit, goes over a little further. That's fine. Alright, so let's just go back to terrain paint here. Or, you know what, maybe instead of having this, we should do gravel. So, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and go over this with gravel really quick. Yeah, the gravel definitely looks so much better than using that busy stone, but I still think that stone works really well for the front path. I think it was just a little much having it going all the way around the side here. So we're just gonna go ahead and fill this in with the dirt. And then we'll go back to this gravel. Have that go around. There we go. Okay, that's a lot better. Yeah, and then just throw in some plants in there. So I think no, that's a little bit too big. So we'll grab this and stick that in there instead. I think that works. Yeah, that's a start for going around the side, but I'm just gonna focus on this area right here a little bit more. No, I think that rock might be a little bit too busy to have the rock right there, but we can stick the rock in, perhaps here. Stick another one in there. I'll scoot that a little more. But yeah, it's starting to come along. Like I think this looks pretty nice so far. Something about this feels a little bit off. Maybe it needs a little bit more dirt terrain paint under it. Let's try. Oh, hold on, that was a little too much. Okay, yeah, I think that helped a little bit. Alright, so this is where I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this part off at. So next part we'll just kind of continue on with the landscaping and maybe fix up this area a little bit, and then just carry on what I'm doing here throughout, and I guess hopefully we can get like the side here done the next part, and then like kind of figure out what we're gonna do with the back a little bit more. But I think we made pretty good progress in this part. I'm really liking how it's coming along. So yeah, that's gonna be it for me. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and bye!